OpenAI just dropped Codex for the ChatGPT mobile app, and you can now vibe code straight from your phone. I'm gonna set this up for the first time with you guys, so let's get right into it. When you go into the ChatGPT app, make sure you have it updated. If you click on the hamburger icon, you can click on Codex, and it's gonna give you a button to connect. When you click, this is gonna say waiting for desktop, and I see there's an update, so let me update that first, and boom, now I see the Codex mobile option right here. Let's get started. Finishing secure setup, and I think I'm done. Setting it up is super simple. You just need to be in front of a computer. Click done, and boom, I'm set up. But for some reason, it's still showing as loading here on my phone. I think it's just loading up all my projects. And okay, there you go. It loaded everything. Let's give this a try. I'm going to start a new project here. I'm going to go with auto review, and I'm going to say create a simple snake game. Let's see what it does. Is it going to create something on my computer? Okay, so I just got a request right here for Codex to access data from other apps. Over here, I have it set up for with full access, and on my phone is under auto review. But right now it's thinking. We can't not see what it's thinking about. If I click on it, nothing shows up. Okay, now it's actually showing the tasks completed, and it's actually coding. It created the to-do list, and it's creating this project. And I can already see it right here as a side project on my main branch. So it seems like if you click to just chat right here, you can select the branch or create a new folder. Also, I could have created a new folder for this. You click on chat and you can select the folder to place the project into, or you can click to not use a project. It just opened this tab and is actually showing me the game. I think it's just testing it out right now. Yeah, it's doing an auto review. So it's controlling my computer from my phone. This is amazing. I could just leave and just keep vibe coding over here. I don't even need to be in front of my computer anymore. It literally works exactly how you would expect. I think OpenAI did a really good job here. Honestly, I think this completely changes the way we can work, because now you can just grab your phone and vibe code anywhere. You don't need to be walking around with your computer. You can just vibe code from your phone and literally control your computer from your phone. It even shows me screenshots of how it's looking here, which is awesome. One thing, that I'm concerned about is not being able to see what it's creating and testing it out and giving it feedback. So I usually, when I'm vibe coding on my computer, I have the actual application on like the right side, and then I have Codex or Claude on the other side, so I can see what it's creating as it is creating. But in this case, it takes so many screenshots of what it's doing that I don't even really need that. I wonder how it's going to be when this is actually done, if it's going to be able to open the app on the browser on my phone. You can now start a task on your desktop, head out to lunch, school pickups, errands, and keep vibe coding. Everything runs on your laptop. It's just being streamed to your phone. Nice. It just finished creating it. It gave me a notification. Now let's see if we can open it here. I want to see if I can actually open this on my phone, because if I'm on the go, I'm going to want to run this on my phone, So let's give it a prompt to run this on my phone right now so I can see it and use it. Let's see if that's actually going to work, because if this works, that's crazy. And you can tell that everything that I typed there already shows up on my computer. So I just got a notification here. Do you want the application Python to accept incoming network communications? Do you want the application Python to accept incoming network connections? So I'm going to allow. I think that the more you use the Codex app on your phone, the more of these prompts you're going to get on your computer. And once you actually allow all of these for the first time, you're not going to need to keep doing this. So if I wasn't in front of my computer right now, this wouldn't work, because I would have to come back to my computer to accept that permission, which is kind of annoying. If I wasn't here, I wouldn't have been able to click allow. But now that I did, when I try to do this again, it's not going to request the permission again. So you really only have to do it once. But really what I'm feeling here is that you're not totally coding from your phone. You're more like steering your computer from your phone. Everything else still stays on your computer. And it says it's running on my desktop, but the app is still showing us thinking. So let's give it a little bit more time to see what happens. If this doesn't update, I might as well just go into this URL and see if this works. Okay, this is taking too long. I'm just going to try to open this, and it worked. Wow. Okay, it worked because I'm on the same Wi-Fi. I think if I wasn't on the same Wi-Fi, this wouldn't have actually worked. And I had to allow the macOS firewall permission. But here it is. Let's test out this Snake app. It's working perfect. Nice. So let's see if we can turn this into a iOS app and put it into my phone without actually connecting it. Let's say I'm just in my room, not in front of my computer, and I want to make an iOS app. Let's see if that works. Make this into an iOS app and install it on my phone remotely. I just got 2 prompts on my computer. Again, it comes down to that thing I was talking about. Once you do this once, you won't have to do it again, hopefully. So you should be able to launch these apps from your phone without having to come to your computer every time once you have already given Codex permission to do all these things on your computer. OpenAI also dropped a few other things today. Hooks to customize the Codex loop. This is mostly for people making scripts for Codex, so you can add scripts like at key points as you're coding with Codex, like custom behaviors for your repo and like validators and stuff like that. If you're not a programmer, this is not for you. And also programmatic access tokens, which are mostly for pro and enterprise users to be able to set up proper credential management, which are powerful updates, but it's not what most people are going to be using. Nick Duns on Twitter said, "Isn't it incredible? You can now Codex anywhere." It is true. This guy is making fun of Codex, saying that he had already created this before, called it Remodex. And I just got another prompt to allow Codex to find devices on the local network. So let's allow. Someone made this funny promo video with the goblin, and a few users are reporting no prompt on the desktop. And if you run into this, I recommend just updating your Codex and making sure you're on the latest version. Dude, these memes are so funny. Rafael said, "Finally, I can be at my mother's in-laws for Sunday dinner and code under the table at the same time." That's totally gonna be me. We want GPT 4.0 in the mobile app. I agree, not gonna lie. I love ChatGPT 4.0. Someone calling it out that they're shipping like Anthropic. I mean, it is true, but they're all kind of copying each other, right? It's a race, and each one of them is releasing a new feature every day, which is just better for all of us, to be honest. Mini AGI, you can build things while walking, a new type of Walkman. The bar for excuse to not be at my laptop just got raised. So true. Another meme about Codex cheating and copying Claude code. If you watch my latest video, Claude literally copied the /go feature from Codex. So they're all copying from each other. Seems like some people are still running into some bugs. I mean, it just came out. I'm sure they're going to be releasing updates soon to fix these bugs. And I think it would be cool to just kind of compare. The dispatch feature from Claude with the Codex one. So it really works essentially the same way. You open the app, it gives you the option to look for your desktop, and there you go. Now it's connected. I can just click let's go, and now I can dispatch any task from my phone the same way that I can do it with Codex. At this point, you can essentially do anything you want on both Codex and Claude. It's just a matter of preference. And there you go, guys. With 2 prompts, I have a full working app on my iPhone. It literally created the app on my iPhone from my iPhone. You can make an app with just 2 prompts. I'm sure I could have done this with 1 prompt if I wanted. It's a fully working app. I mean, the snake title here is getting cut off, but it works perfectly fine. It doesn't have an icon. I could just prompt it to add an icon. And this is incredible. Like, such a game changer. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and go watch this video next.